strength.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And sorrow, I didn't know if you wanted me to continue or not. And sorrow is turned into joy before him. The flakes of his flesh are joined together.
Mm-hmm.
They are firm in themselves. They cannot be moved.
And they cannot be moved. One more problem. We're going to stop here.
His heart is as firm as a stone. Yes, as hard as a piece of nether millstone.
A nether millstone. So it's more to detect there. Let's find out what a nether millstone. We can do that, but we're not going to do that today. Brothers, we just want to bring this out that this was already in the scriptures. The behemoth and the Leviathan.
I'm sorry, just looking at because it's I mean, please read it. Please read it, because you'll see his strength exuded there. But at 26 it says, the sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold the spear, the dart, nor the habergeon. He esteemeth iron as straw.
Whoa.
So what we see as iron will be iron to man. It's basically straw to him. He can kind of like chew it up, I guess.
Ooh, I see Godzilla walk through buildings and smash everything, destroy all kind of stuff, like it's straw.
And it says, and brass, he esteemeth iron as straw, and brass as rotten wood.
Wow. This is a powerful creature, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
This is not fictional, brothers and sisters. This is a real beast.
Yeah.
The Most High said he made him with man. Where are they today? Do we get glimpses of these beasts on the earth today? Do people report seeing a Loch Ness monster sometime? Have ships been destroyed by unforeseen creatures throughout our history on this earth?
Yeah, not knowing how or where or why, but because these individuals who had these records all this time, who have been turning your head away, it's a strategic plan, understand this, to turn you away from these scriptures. They just so happen, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, they are ahead of all of Hollywood movies and theaters that they give you, and they tell you and give you things that these are myths. But they pull all of this information from a historical book that has only been given to one tribe, who the Most High has dealt in no such a way, and it gives you the descriptions that you see on these screens.
So, perfectly said, Prophetess Khan. And brothers and sisters, that's the knowing of your enemy. That's what that is. We know that our enemy, the adversary of the Most High, is a counterfeiter.
Yeah.
He wants to counterfeit everything. Isaiah, I shall be like the Most High God. I shall extend my throne above the stars. He is a counterfeit. So he's going to copy what he knows to be the truth.
Absolutely. And cause you to, it inspews doubt into your mind. Because so many have grown up with that from the perspective that they've given on television.
Oh, that's fake.
Absolutely. That you believe everything is fake. Now, you might think that it's not that important to believe in this particular monster, but here's the thing. If you perceive that as not being true or being a false myth, fiction, all these little words that they give it, then that will set the ground for your mindset not receiving the Most High, whether you believe it or not.
Exactly.
Whether you believe me or not, I'm telling you, that sets the foundation for doubt. And those that doubt shouldn't believe that they're ever going to receive anything from the Most High.
Brothers and sisters, we want to encourage you all to do your research, look at these things to see if they're true. I encourage you to get the Studio Graphica. In the Studio Graphica, it has the book of Baruch 3 and 4. The book of Baruch shows more detail on where these creatures play a part in our history, in Israel's history, because the Most High is going to reveal them to us. They're going to walk this planet, and people are going to see them. Okay? So, that's in the Studio Graphica. More of our records is in the book of Baruch, Baruch 3. All right? So, look, we're going to get ready to go into today's main lesson, but I wanted to touch on that, and thank you, Prophets, for helping me out with that. It was so much there, and edification that need to be
And it still
revealed.
is. We didn't read it all.
But we didn't read it
So,
all.
you know,
Right.
and like we said, this is Wake Up Lost Tribes. That's the name of this particular broadcast that we bring to you. And we're just wanting you to join in on the study that we do.
It's a lot to wake up to,
Yeah,
Prophet.
it's a lot to read and to consider. And we're praying that you're blessed by that and that you join in the Wake Up and just look.
You know what, brother, sister? Here's the wisdom of the Most High. He knows that everybody don't believe everything in the Bible. He knows that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But see, there's things in the Bible that you may believe and cause you to question other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's things in the scriptures that you may believe for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Then it'll make you to start questioning other things. That's what it's for. Get an understanding. Okay.
I think one of the main things to gather from what the descriptions, the definitions that we brought out, as well as the scripture that's associated with these particular beasts, is its origin. Understand that this did not originate from Hollywood. If you could get that and read that with that in your spirit, read the scriptures that we lifted up and by way of praying to the Holy Spirit to reveal to have a revelation, because Gospel Central means the acronym CNTRO, Christ never takes revelation out. I believe right now, I'm just going to quote it, across the airs, that the Most High will give you a revelation.
I believe it's so. I believe
if you just understand that the origin did not come from Hollywood.
No, it did not.
All right. Other ways you want me to come?
All right. So, brothers and sisters, today's lesson, again, the title now is The First Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
All right? The First Bigfoot. Brothers, let's start in the beginning. Let's go into the book of Genesis.
All right.
Let's go to Genesis chapter 4. Now, we will be using our King James Version Bible, of course.
We always do.
I'm going to have the prophets bring us some definitions on some words so we can get a good understanding on what's being brought out. But we're also going to be looking at the book of Jasher today.
All right.
Okay? So, let's go into Genesis chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
And prophets, you can start reading at verse 1 there.
All right. And Adam knew Eve.
And Adam knew Eve. When you see the word knew, it means they consummated. They
came together.
They came together as husband and wife.
Right.
Okay?
Consummated the marriage.
Right.
Had relations.
Right.
That's
what that is.
And Adam knew Eve, his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and he conceived and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Most High God. And she again bore his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Most High God.
Now, these people, this family was on the earth for a while. Okay, for a while. It says in the process of time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Adam living over 800 some years old. You know what I'm saying? These people live for long periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
Long periods. Okay.
Very long.
Very long.
Far beyond our imagination.
Right. Come on, Prophet.
And Abel, he also brought up of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Most High God had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
Now, Abel liked taking care of the animals, the Most High's creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Living creatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
He loved that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cain moved away from what was physical to take care of the ground. He was a tiller of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
He loved playing in the dirt. Okay? All right? Come on, Prophet.
But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Why would the Most High tell Cain, I don't have no respect for your offering? He was taught by his father what was a sacrifice to the Most High, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Didn't Adam know what was a sacrifice?
Everyone knew what a sacrifice was. Well, it was from Adam. Adam was the reason for the first sacrifice.
Exactly.
That something needed to be sacrificed to cover their sins. So I think he understood it more than anybody, right?
And every time the Most High required a living sacrifice,
Absolutely.
didn't he? Something from the earth, that's not living. Well, it's not living as we see it.
Right.
You
Not
know
as it doesn't have blood.
Right.
So that's
Right.
that's what you need to do.
That's what I'm saying.
There is no blood.
There's no blood.
There is no blood. Mhm.
Come on.
But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Now, I wanted to highlight this here, okay? Because we all can make a mean face,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But the Bible highlighted that Cain was wroth and his countenance fell. It's meaning something. His whole figuration is changing. Something is going on because you're going to see. Come on, prophets. Let's keep going. Keep going.
And the Most High God said unto Cain,
Uh-huh.
Why art thou wroth?
Why art thou wroth?
And why is thy countenance fallen?
And why is thy countenance fallen? Why does the Most High pay attention to that?
Well,
something happened to Cain that disfigured him. His countenance changed, didn't it?
Well, usually when we say countenance, we look at how we look sad, how you can walk up to a person and tell they're not doing well, but see, with the Most High, I think he doesn't look on flesh.
Mm-hmm.
He looks on spirit. So in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
this is how I see it. He sees the spirit, and his spirit fell. As far as I'm concerned, there was a countenance in his whole look.
Mm-hmm.
We always look at flesh, and that's what we look on the outward. But when the Most High is speaking to you, he sees through you.
Right. Well, and you're absolutely right, Pastor. But the Most High paid attention to it and he addressed it.
Absolutely.
Why did it fall?
Mm-hmm.
No. Why are you angry? That's confidence. Come
Verse
on,
7, if thou doest well.
No. Read verse 6.
Again?
Here, read verse 6.
I read that. Okay. And the Most High God said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth,
Mm-hmm.
and why is thy countenance fallen?
Mm-hmm.
If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted?
Now, he knew what was well. We know what is well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be obedient. Do what the Most High requires us to do.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going, prophet.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Sin lieth at the door. That is an order, a law that's already set up in the earth, and it's still the same today.
Mm-hmm.
If you do wrong, sin lieth and waits for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you do well, you're going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going, prophet.
And unto thee shall be his desire,
Mm.
and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass.
And it came to pass, more time going over. Come on.
When they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And the Most High God said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Mm.
Being smart mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
Mm.
And now art thou cursed from the earth.
Now, the Most High, look at this now. The Most High cursed Cain from the earth. What does that mean? What does that mean? He cursed Cain from the earth. We're going to bring that out. Keep going, prophet.
Which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
Okay.
When thou tillest the ground,
Okay, this is a part of the curse. Come on.
it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength.
So Cain was a tiller of the ground, and he was able to grow things abundantly, right? Now in his curse, that won't work for him no more. All right, come on.
It shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
Now, prophets, bring up the definitions for these words. Vagabond and fugitive.
All right.
So Cain was not going to be able to grow things from the earth anymore. And he was going to be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth.
All right. Vagabond, a person who wanders from place to place without a home or job.
A person who wanders. Now, this is a modern terminology. Let's talk about a job. But prophets, read that one more time.
It's a person who wanders from place to place without a home. They said a job, but basically we can say without a home, it meant back in that, biblical times.
Now, I wanted to bring this out so we can catch this. The scriptures, even in the Lord's Prayer, says, "So shall it be in heaven like it is in earth." Right? We have wandering spirits, right? On this planet, do we have wandering souls? Bigfoot is known as a wandering creature, right? You're never going to catch a photo of Bigfoot making a garden. He don't have a garden. Now, this is before I was born. People have been seeing Bigfoot, all right? He has a wandering spirit. He's from this place and this place. He's been seen all over. not just one area, all over, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
And bring up fugitive.
All right. And so just to close out vagabond, it says
Okay.
relating to or characteristics of a wanderer, as you stated, leading an unsettled, irresponsible, and disreputable life.
Whoa, sounds like it to